Alright guys, welcome back to the show. For those of you who are new, my name is Paul. We're going to do a quick 10-minute video or so on rat guard. Rat guard is the trim at the bottom of your building that your wainscoting sits on. A lot of buildings have a square base. I really like this rat guard. It's got an angle at the bottom, but it is a little bit tricky to cut. So I sat out here last week and figured out a couple different ways to do an outside corner, and then like on this garage door we'd have open-ended rat guard, so I didn't want that triangle to just be open. So this video is going to cover how to bend those two different scenarios. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So this cut is 1 inch from where this trim is actually going to end, but I need that extra inch to get the fold over, so this gap right here isn't just showing. Fly bite my leg. Alright, so I wanted this piece to be 35.5, so hopefully it's 36.5 right now. It is. So now I'll mark I already have my 35.5 inches marked, so now I'm going to make a line on the top and a line on the bottom. Cut the top, bend it down, make a slight back cut to that point. Cut the bottom off. Make a slight cut to that point, back cut to that point. Then we're going to bend this down. Try to use these benders just to make a nice clean bend. Then I'll push it over with my thumb. Once you push it over with your thumb, mark yourself a line. And then we got to get that bent over at 90 degrees to fit in this hem. This is probably the hardest part. Now we're going to tuck this into that hem, and it's going to need a little hammer persuasion to get it in there all the way. Just make sure it starts in that. Push it down in there. Set here. And then you have that end covered. Now, if you could take it one step further, take a color matched rivet and run it down through here, that would hold that forever, because there is a chance that that could pop out, but it's pretty solid. And if you think about the way a rat guard sits on the building, you would never even see that rivet if you put one in there. I think I'll probably do that, but this one seems pretty good. That's the best way I could come up with to hide these open ends. The problem is the J coming down to it isn't wide enough that this can slide into it, so this will be exposed. I didn't want you to be able to see the white inside or just have an opening. So this is how I came up with to bend these. And then I'll show you how to do corners on the next corner I do. Well, I'm not going to say that it's the best way, it's the way that I figured out to do it nice and neat. I nailed as close to my thing as can, yep. Alright, so outside corner, you're going to leave one piece of rat guard extend an inch. I do about 1.125 inches past, and then you're going to 45 the top and the bottom back to this corner. You really don't need to mark it, you just eye it and cut it. Then if you want your overlap on this side, you get your piece. Got it 1/2 inch from the end, Jake. Where you want it, set it on there, and then just mark it. From there we can cut this right at that length, and then I'll show you how we bend it and put it together. One more fly bites me, I'm going to lose my mind. It's your leg, Justin. Put it back up there where you want it, Jake. Now you can see that's even. We're going to mark back here, which should be roughly 1 inch. Cut that off. We'll make a cut from, I don't know, we'll come out about 1/2 inch and make an angled cut to that corner. And then we will bend that little piece up at a 45, and it'll get tucked into the hem of this piece. Dang, dude, you're killing me. Need to bend that a little bit more. those other ones. And then you can nail it on there. See, there's no gap right here. This little piece tucks up into the hem of this piece, and you got a nice finished look. And most of your bottom corner trim is going to cover this anyway. All right, so that's a wrap on outside corner for rat guard and open-ended, like in between garage doors. Hopefully that was helpful. I get really frustrated when I do not know how to do something, but I think this is a good solution. It looks good. I think it's going to last. But don't forget, we have a lot of services. If you guys go to our website, mrpostframe.com, we have design help if you're looking to design your own post frame building or home. We have a Patreon where we talk about different self-build topics every month. You can check that out on Patreon. As always, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and we will catch you on the next video.